Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvan. Today I'm doing my what's in my Boxycharm video. And no, this is not an October Boxycharm, it's a September Boxycharm because FedEx does not deliver my stuff or on time when they do. So this is very, very late. So we're gonna jump into the box. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit quicker than my other Boxycharm videos. I am having to do this later in the afternoon, so I don't wanna take a crazy long amount of time. But this month's box is called Glam Vibes Only. So the first thing in the box, I actually was not going to demo on camera. Sometimes I will do that. I won't demo an item on camera for certain reasons. And this one is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intense Exfoliating Treatment. It just looks like this, and it retails for $85. I did choose this product. It says clinically formulated to visibly transform texture and pores within 2 minutes. Kate's signature superfacial exfoliates dull, dry surface skin cells to reveal smoother, radiant, pore-perfected skin in just 2 minutes. By clearing away dead skin cells, this Holy Grail product preps skin to better absorb the rest of your regimen, making every product ingredient follows more effective. The reason why I won't be demoing this on camera is because time restraint purposes, and I do not have as much time in the afternoon to do this video as I do when I normally do it. And also, since I have really sensitive skin and this is a chemical and physical exfoliant, I wanted to test it ahead of time. And I will tell you that this, I don't know if it's just me having sensitive skin or what, but this burned like hell. I mean, it really burned. It was like, it says that you rub it in your face for 30 seconds and then leave it on up to 2 minutes, and it says that it will cause the skin to tingle and flush for a short time. So as soon as I removed it, the tingly burning sensation, they want to call it a tingle, it really kind of burned my skin, but I do have sensitive skin. So it did immediately go away upon me removing the product, but it burned. I mean, and like I said, disclaimer, I have very sensitive skin, so it may not do that to you, but it really burned the hell out of my skin. I mean, it was so bad that I could not leave it on for 2 minutes. Like, there's no way I could have left it on for 2 minutes. I can withstand pain really, really, really well, and that, for some reason, was just so intense on my face that it felt like I had, like, fire on my face or something. It was really super intense. So I don't have foundation on because one of the products, the next product in the box, is something I'm not, like, super excited to try, but we're gonna try it anyways. It is the $1 Billion Beauty Charcoal Beauty Sponge, and it just looks like this. And let's take it out. So it just looks like a regular, like, beauty blender. It feels about as dense as a beauty blender. I won't really know if it's a good sponge until I wet it and use it. So this retails for $15. It says this charcoal infused beauty sponge provides the perfect application for any liquid foundation, concealer, or highlighter. Density is perfect for dispensing a controlled amount of product onto the skin. The applicator applies smoothly for a filtered look without the filter. So what is the benefit of the charcoal? Okay, it says charcoal is infused for an antimicrobial effect. Okay, so that's what they're saying that's for. So I was curious because I had not read that or read about that yet. So I was curious about what the charcoal was even supposed to be for. I honestly thought they were going to say it was for like a, you know, gimmicky kind of reason. But I'm going to go wet this and we're going to try it. This did get a little bigger in size and it did get more squishy. So I'm just going to take my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm not going to use my regular Too Faced foundation today, because we all know that costs too much to put on and then have to take off. Like I said, this is in the evening when I wouldn't normally be putting on makeup. So I don't want to waste my expensive foundation, you know what I mean? So far, this is soft. It is pretty bouncy. It is a little bit more dense than my beauty blender or my Hank & Henry Medora sponge. It is a little more dense than that, but it is not too hard. It's not as hard as the Real Technique sponges are to me. Honestly, it is a little firmer than I really like to have. So I am going to take some concealer and conceal a couple of areas. I'm having a serious breakout right now, so that's going to be several areas that we are concealing. So, I mean, that worked how I needed it to. It blended everything out really well. There's no kind of patchiness or lines or stripes or anything on my face. So overall, that did do a really, you know, good job of what I needed it to do in terms of blending. So for contour, I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of contouring. And this is from Pacifica Beauty. This is not in the Boxycharm, but I do want to use it on camera because it's new. It is the Pacifica Beauty. And I cannot remember the name of the, that's like a magnifying glass. Hello. So that's hilarious how that's literally like glasses. Not remember the name of the shades that these were called, but it is a contour and a blush, and it has a little mirror on the back, which I really like. So we are just gonna use that real quickly so I can try it out. Now I have my other one of these of the Pacifica Beauty, and it is a little bit of a cooler tone shade, and I don't know what the shades are of that either. I had already threw the box away of this, so I can't remember what it said on the box, but I really like that one. I've hit pan on that one, so I wanted to try this one as well. It's pretty, I like it. I think that these little Pacifica blush and contour shades are actually really good quality, and I highly recommend them. So the next product in here I was really excited to get because I accidentally saw a spoiler, which I don't love, before they had shipped the boxes out. But I saw they were giving everybody an eyeshadow palette, obviously, and I saw, you know, they had one or two or three maybe different ones, and this is the one that I really, really wanted. It is the Alamar Cosmetics, which I really love their other palette, the Reina del Caribe. Really good quality, really good shadows. So I'm hoping this one is the same. This is the Spanglish Press Pigment Palette. It retails for $28. Perfect for day and night. This palette features 8 stunning shades. The 4 shimmers are just like you, multi-dimensional and unique. Dripping in fine glitters and reflective pearls. Ground your look with easy to blend and ultra long wearing mattes. So this looks like this. It is adorable packaging, and I saw on here it has a little thing saying, you know, beside the shade, if it has this, it's best when to use dry. If that one, it's best when to use wet. And it does have a pretty decent sized mirror in this, which you guys know that I like. And this is what the shades look like. They are very, very pretty. I just accidentally stuck my finger in this one, but they are very, very pretty. So I'm obviously gonna butcher the crap out of these names. Sorry ahead of time, but the first one is Pero-like. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to use today. The next one is Aries Unshow. Again, I'm going to butcher it, so let's just try to ignore that. That one isn't as impressive as a swatch, but you know, swatches don't always matter. TNA Swing. That one's really pretty. This one is Guau, if that's how you say that. AK Cute, which that's a really pretty pink in the palette. It's not showing up very well. Ja Ja Ja, which is Ha Ha Ha, the only one I know. This is Muy Excited. And the last one is Ponte Hyper. And it is a gorgeous bubblegum pink shade. You guys know I might end up using that, girl. Oh, that's pretty. So I have another eyeshadow type thing in my box. I kind of want to make sure the colors are going to uniformly work with that. So I'm going to try my best to choose colors that are going to also work with that. So let's take Ponte Hyper, if that's how you say that, because you knew just as soon as I saw that I had to wear that, right? So I'm going to take that on a fluffy brush and lay that into my crease. I'm going to go ahead and rim that under my eyes also. So far these are performing exactly how I expected them to. It is really similar to the Reina del Caribe palette. The next shade I'm going to take is that Guau. I'm not saying it right, I already know that I'm not. And I'm going to pat that because I feel like that's going to work better on my finger. I'm going to pat that into the outer half of my eye. I go back in with a brush and make sure that that is softened. It's really sparkly and very pretty. I can't wait to actually use this palette again, especially when I have more time. So before I finish up with this palette, I want to go in with the next product that I have. And it is something I'm really excited to try. I didn't know this was going to come in the box. I'm very excited to try this. And it is the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Shadows. So this retails for $25. It's this little dual-ended guy. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I said that, and then it says it on the paper. A dual-ended liquid shadow combining a rich velvety matte formula on one side and an over-the-top sparkly side on the other, or shade on the other. So this retails for $25. Let's take it out of the pack. Come out, please. All right, so let's take the matte side first. And it's a very my skin tone nude kind of shade. Okay, I'm gonna be curious as to how that is gonna look on my eye. And then we're gonna take the sparkly shade. Okay, so that side was like a doe foot and this side is like a brush applicator. These actually, now that I'm looking, would have went better with these shades, the more pinky orange ones, but we're gonna go with it. So the shade names are Faux Fur and Bamboo Hoops. That's hella specific. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take some of this, which one is this? Faux Fur. And I'm gonna pat it on my inner corner. A decent amount. And I'm gonna take a crease brush. I can't find my brush I would normally cut my crease with, so I'm just gonna use this flat brush. And I'm going to pat that out. I wonder if you could use this to actually cut your crease with. It's very pigmented. I am so surprised how pigmented this is. So I'm doing just little swiping motions to blend this out, and I'm also patting. You may not be able to cut your crease with this over like a really dark color, but man, it is really richly pigmented. I'm going to be curious if this also creases or not, but man, I'm impressed with how pigmented that is. I was not expecting it to be. So I'm going to go in with this little TNA Swing shade and just blend the edges of that together, just to make sure it's a nice graduated color and not just a harsh line. We're going to take the Bamboo Hoops shade, which is cracking me up, and I'm going to pat that into my inner corner. Oh my god, that is so pretty. That has some very fine flecks of glitter in it. It is extremely pretty. I freaking love that. I have been wanting to try this so much and just kind of worrying I wouldn't like it. I actually swatched it in Sephora, not this specific shade, a couple of times, and really debating back and forth on whether I wanted to get it or not. And I felt like $25 might be a little bit pricey for something like this. And actually, I really think this is super good. If this does not crease on me and last throughout the day, which I won't be able to test it tonight because the day is already over with, then I will really love and recommend that. But so far, I'm absolutely really loving that. Okay, so I realized I had not done anything to my brows and they looked absolutely insane. So I just brushed a little bit of product through them, and we're gonna move on to the last thing in the box. And that is the Laura Geller Lash Boss Bold Mascara in black. It says go the extra mile and give your lashes an enhanced lengthening and curling effect in just a few strokes. Lash Boss Stretch Lengthening Mascara offers an incredible, smooth, soft, flexible formula with an exceptional silky feel. This retails for $24, which is pretty on average with higher end mascaras in terms of price. It has a picture on the back, which I'm not sure why they use this picture because I am not super impressed with that. It just looks like any old mascara, honestly. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like, which that's what I would expect from Laura Geller. It's just pretty much how her stuff kind of looks. Nothing wrong with that. And the wand looks like this. Okay. Okay, so this is one coat. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Okay, so this is 2 full coats, top and bottom. I will say that I do not see any lengthening properties here. My eyelashes are definitely standing out, but that's pretty much what they do anytime I put black mascara on them. I feel like it was a little bit thickening, slightly, but not much, honestly. If I bring you guys in up close, it's definitely not anything to write home about. This definitely kind of just looks like my eyelashes with just a little bit of mascara on them. So if I was spending $25 on mascara, it would honestly be Benefit's Roller Lash or their original, I can't remember what it's called, it's in like a gray container, for the same price. You know what I mean? This is, I mean, it's okay. It's nice. I'm obviously excited to have received it. I love trying out mascaras. I will always love trying out mascaras, but it is just not very impressive once you have it on and look at it. And I don't know how any of the stuff lasts, but I will definitely be wearing all this and giving you guys a post-impression rundown later. And these again are the swatches of the shadows. Like I said, swatches are not a representation of how things are gonna pan out. The swatches aren't amazing, but I really love the shadows. I think they're very vibrant and pigmented, and they're really nice. So overall, I think that the sponge was decent. It's not as tender as I would like for it to be. Can't think of the word besides tender. I am very tired. The Huda, why do I keep saying Huda? The Huda Beauty is definitely a plus in my book. The eyeshadow palette, definite plus. The mascara didn't honestly do much of anything for me. The Intense Facial from Kate Somerville, I was really excited to get that and try that. I have not noticed a remarkable difference in my skin after using it. Obviously, just one time. It's probably something you would have to use, you know, a little more than that. And I did notice that after washing it off, my pores were slightly tighter, but that was about it. I have been having some really bad breakouts, and I don't know if it's in relation to using that, but sometimes I will have breakouts in like relation to using a new product. It doesn't always mean that it's something wrong with the product. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it's just my skin reacting that way. So yeah, that was it for what's in my Boxycharm. Hopefully I get my next one actually when I'm supposed to, and the video won't be so darn late that it's next month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!